Kevin's log, Ourdate, 03, 21, 2025. Well, I went ahead and took the carburetor, my spare carburetor, put it on here. Runs great. Runs fantastic. Got it started. No pressure anywhere in the system. Okay. So I started talking to Mark, and Mark's like, I mean, there's a possibility that I got the plumbing wrong. So I might have reversed the plumbing accidentally. No big deal. So I took it apart, figured out which side was the outlet. Yes, it was backwards. I don't know how he could have got it backwards because the lines only fit one way. So whatever happened was pretty weird. So I got it all swapped around. I had to move the pump. I'm running it 90 degrees off, and started it back up, started building pressure. Awesome. And I only got as far as hitting the valve, and I could hear air, obviously. So the valve's working, and all of a sudden I noticed that I have fluid shooting out the front of the pulley. So I got a seal or something messed up. The bad part is I don't know what kind it is, who makes it, nothing like that. So I don't know how to get parts to rebuild it. So I called up Mark. I've been letting him know what's been going on, and he's like, damn it, I'll find you another pump. And the Coolster that I traded to him for this apparently has very little transmission. It's only got one gear. So it's a fair trade. Man, I should have kept the fucking motorcycle. There was nothing wrong with it. I was just trying to come up with money to get myself flush with the world. And I have ended up costing myself so much. I should have just let it be. Let it be the way it was, and it would be fine. I was just trying something. Something didn't work. Not the first time. Hey, look at that boom. Oh, wow, nice. Something went right. Oh, that's right. Something did go right today. Besides getting that engine running good. That was good. Check it out. My buddy Kent gave me this motor like 2 years ago. It didn't have a pull start on it. And it had broken off. I found out why it broke off. So I was like, oh, I got that engine running. Now I'm going to work on this one and try to get it running. Because usually, if I have a good day, it continues to be a good day until it's not. So that's kind of what happened today. It was a good day for a while. And then, yeah, and the wind's still trying to tear up my, man, this thing is getting so tore up. The whole, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, the whole inside is completely blown out. I have to do something with that pretty quick. But anyway, I shoved some starter fluid in it after I made sure it had nice, plenty of oil, and pulled on it a couple times. It started. Cool. Second time I tried to pull start it, it almost ripped my arm off. It kicked back so hard. So I was like, okay, that's just a fluke. I pulled it. I didn't pull it on a compression stroke, something, you know, whatever. Did it again, and it come and whipped me across the chest. I probably got a purple nurple. That happened twice. And I was like, screw this. I cut a hole in my table and mounted it to the table. so I wasn't holding on to it with one arm while I was pulling it with the other arm. So I pulled it again with two hands. I pulled it, and it ripped the cord out of my two hands and slammed into this here. I thought it was going to break it. So now I know why it had a broken pull rope. So I pull out the plug, moving it around and stuff. It got oil in the cylinder. I thought, well, maybe it's just, insane compression because of that. And shot some brake fluid in there. Got all the oil out of it. Pulled the exhaust off. Made sure, because something was living in it. It shot a bunch of mouse nest everywhere as soon as I got it started. Tore the whole thing apart. I went ahead and pulled the flywheel off, and I put I took the this came off a push mower, so it had the brake on it, on the flywheel. So I took the brake off of it. I found the kill wire. I ran it out here, put it back together, give it another pull, tried to yank my hand off again. I was like, okay. I checked the valves. The exhaust was extremely light, extremely loose. I put it to spec, put it back together. It started on the first pull and ran fabulous. I did not even have to put, what is that doing? I did not even have to do a carburetor rebuild. Nothing. Didn't do anything. It just started and just hummed along. So now I've got another motor. It doesn't really have throttle control, which I'm sure I can give it throttle control. It'd probably overkill on it, but I'd lose the governor, and quite honestly, if I ever let somebody borrow it, they'd probably blow it up. So can you guess what I'm getting ready to do? I've got the rear end on this Craftsman. It's a hydrostat, which is perfect for an engine that only runs at one speed. And I'll probably give it a little more idle, or a little more higher RPM. Let's just say it that way. And I believe I've got the rear end. I've got the only thing I probably don't have a belt that'll fit, and I probably don't have tires that'll hold air. I'm probably going to have to get inner tubes or something like that. But I've got a bunch of tires, a bunch of tubes, or a bunch of wheels, and a bunch of tires. Hydrostat rear end. Steering is going to be a little bit of an issue. I got to figure that out for sure. It'd be really cool if I could just put brakes on both. Kenny came up with that idea. Put brakes on both shafts, and I could actually use that like a tractor, help steer it. That'd be cool. So I'd have the steering in the front plus the differential steering, I guess. I don't know what you call that. So that'd be really cool. But I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be a sit-on, stand-on, what. We'll just have to see. And I don't know whether to put the tub over the rear end or the front. Because if I get too much weight in the front tires will sink. And it'll be hard, this isn't going to be real heavy except where the barrel is. The bucket, where the barrel is. So I don't know. I have to figure it out. I've seen a few online, so we'll see what happens. I'm just not sure for sure. but I think that'll work. I think it'll work. It'll be a little underpowered. Go figure. But it should be functional. I guess I could gear it lower, but then I don't know. I could gear it lower and give it. I don't know. I can make it work. Regardless, it may not be optimum, but it'll work. I was considering putting it in shadow because I'm tired of my poor lawnmower, my mud buggy, whatever the hell you want to call it, sitting here. And that engine is being so cantankerous that I'm about ready to just be done with it. But I think I got it figured out. I think I'll do that. I'll make a motorized wheelbarrow. I'll just have maybe the throttle will be levers on the hey, I got the ooh. Yeah, I've got those drag bars. But I don't have any. Shoot. I could just weld it on there. Anyway, I think I got stuff figured out. I shouldn't have to do anything except one belt. Yeah, just a belt. I think that's it. Now I do have that pump. If I had a small hydraulic cylinder, I could put that on there and just mount this on a good solid metal platform, and then I could use that to dump it, because I was just going to make it so that, you know, you just lift it up. I could see that being a huge problem sometimes. Anyway, so many things. This is an interesting project, and as soon as I get all the parts that I need used on this, then the rest of it can go to scrap, and I'll have less junk in my yard. I did go get the tarp. It'll sit here for a few days until the wind stops blowing. Then I'll roll it out, let it dry up, fold it up, stick it in the shop, in the shed. I started working on that trash pile over there. I got to do more of it. And I think I'm going to do that right now because still got plenty of sun. Sun. And plenty of wind too. Look at this. I just set this up here and the wind just blew it down. I don't want to throw that away. Does it still work? Yeah, it still works. Yeah, it still works. Okay. And I still have to tear that thing apart. I think it's like $35 for the seals, and I don't even know if they're the right seals because they don't make a kit for this motor, so engine. Stop it. Good enough. Good enough. It's been a day. It's been a real day. I'm signing off.